Hi everybody, this is Quotidian Light. This is day one of my nomad journey, and I'm broken down on the side of the road. I've been having issues with my battery for the last few weeks, and it's not... I think it's the battery. I checked everything. It doesn't seem like it's the alternator, and it just died while I was driving, which is something that's never happened before. I know I need a new battery, so I am waiting and hoping that there will be a police officer coming along that can give me a jump and tell me where the nearest AutoZone is. Yay, a police officer came and they called a tow truck, so I'm gonna get a tow to the nearest AutoZone, and in the morning I will have my battery tested, make sure it's not the alternator, and then get a new battery if it's the battery, or an alternator if it's the alternator. Oh God, I hope it's not the alternator. That'll be one way to start the nomad journey. Ciao, talk to you in the morning. So I got the battery out. The connectors look fine, which isn't actually a good thing. I was kind of hoping that maybe there was some visible corrosion or something, because that's an easy fix. I'm all about anything but the alternator, because the alternator means I'm stuck in Albany for a while. Until I can fix it. So yeah, if it is the alternator, I'm gonna fix it myself. Hey, so I changed the battery, and the old battery wasn't even the right size for this car. Oh my God, the previous owner, he had a friend who worked on cars, and I have no idea what his friend was thinking, but so far since being in this van, I have discovered that it had multiple sizes of tires on it. The battery was not the right size battery. Like, it's a shit show. And yeah, so that's a thing. It started, runs fine at slow speed. Once I get up past 30, the volts go down, so the alternator is not putting out enough power to the battery. Now, most people would run out and say, oh my God, my alternator's dead. I'm not doing that. So what I did was I pulled into Home Depot. After I got the thing running, I just drove really slow around the block into Home Depot. I got on their Wi-Fi, did a little research. I researched all the different connections from the alternator to the battery, fuses, whatnot. And then I researched how to get from the Home Depot to the auto parts store without getting on the freeway. Because if I get on the freeway and they have to tow me off again, I'm going to get a big fee again. So I wanted to be passing lots of parking lots. So if suddenly it died, I could pull in. And I also wanted it, you know, not to be so disruptive, so that I could drive under 30 miles an hour with my flashers on, because it's fine under 30. The volts are not going down under 30, yada yada. So I managed to get into an AutoZone, and this is kind of awesome. I'm in the AutoZone parking lot. On the other side of this fence is a Pep Boys. Across the street is Advanced Auto Parts. So I'm like in the ideal location to do this. So I'm going to run into here and see if they will let me borrow a multimeter so that I can check all those connections and the fusible link, all that stuff. And so hopefully, I'm also going to have them just check this battery and see if it's dead, and recycle it. So yeah, that's what's happening. I'm definitely taking the approach of start from the least expensive, most obvious on up. And it probably would have been cheaper to have tested this without getting the battery first, but I needed a new battery. Like, this battery is old. I could tell it was run down. It's not the right size for the car. It didn't have enough, like the cold start on it was like 600, and I'm going to South Dakota. Like, no. So I got the new battery in there. That allowed me to drive to the auto parts store, and now I'm going to start testing all the links. Once all the links are dealt with, if they all come out fine, then I'll check the fuse. If that's fine, then I check the belts, because the belt goes, you know, the alternator and the pulley. So check that. If that's if that's fine, then I check the alternator. Now, this is a perfect example of why I chose a Chevy Astro. Everything on here is mechanical. I don't know diddly squat, but I have a book, I have the internet. There's nothing on here that I can't do myself, and the parts are super cheap. So an alternator for this car is about $60. Pretty much anything on this car is pretty inexpensive as far as parts if you're willing to do the work yourself. The biggest problem is if it is the alternator, I don't have all the tools I'm going to need to replace that. So I can get them on the 1st, but that will mean I'm going to have to miss the Nomad build. And it will also mean that I'm going to be in a really, really cold place for the next few weeks. So that's what's happening. I will get back to you in a bit. Bye.